with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This will be caught downfield by Moore. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early. And they pick up a quick first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. You look at this Baltimore defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing his Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 9-6-18. Cut the range. Not staying 19. 17.
To throw, it's Milton. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Milton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And this one too low. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Hurts. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Wan'Dale Robinson from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Milton. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
To throw is Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Milton. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Milton now to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That's quickly out to Harrison. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. Having about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go now. Get to that hot 70, hot 70.
In motion right, that's Harrison. They'll look to throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sam Laporta from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on first down. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sam Laporta, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A short throw taken in by Cockrell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Hurts fumbles it. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. And the defense has come up with it. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Ready? Let's go, Levy. Mustang 19. Got 60. Got 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Here we go.
2nd and 3. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mason Graham breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll roll him out right. They'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Milton buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
19 sight, 19, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 79 Broncos.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Third down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Milton. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Hurts. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Hurts. He's got this complete to Robinson. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Hurts will throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They give the tackle to Quentin Lake. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
18 runners.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll get that complete to Harrison.
A gain of 8 there on the play.
And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This to Laporta, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sam Laporta, 38 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chigakonkwo, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Milton. A quick throw there is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Milton.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Milton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 63 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This pass deep for a Cockrell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd and 8. Here's Milton now to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 64 yards. And the Ravens tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 91 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.